This is video number 3 in a series on how you can use Zoom. In today's video, we're looking at how you can use the advanced features of Zoom to effectively run meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one consultations, or coaching. My name's Angie King from Getting IT Together, and in this short video today, we'll look at 4 of the advanced features: how you can share your screen with others in the meeting, how you can utilize the chat box, how you can record your meetings, and lastly, how to use breakout rooms. Each of these I'll explain fully when we get to them. But first of all, I'd like to explain the differences between the free version and the paid version. The paid version allows you to have unlimited time when working in meetings with groups of 3 or more. Whereas the free version, you are limited to 40 minutes, and at the 40-minute break, it actually will cut you off. In both versions, free and paid, you actually have unlimited access or limited time when working one-on-one with somebody. So let me show you the first of the features that I was talking about, and that is how you can share your screen with others in your meeting or in your event. Now, to do that, you go down and take your mouse to the bottom of your Zoom screen, and you'll notice that the taskbar appears. In the center of that taskbar, you'll notice a green button that says Share Screen. Click on Share Screen, and it will open up another dialog box where you are able to choose exactly what you would like to share. So clicking on Share Screen, you'll see the dialog box, and I'm able to then choose a screen. I have 2 screens, so I'm able to choose which screen I'd like to choose or which particular application I'd like to choose. Now the difference is if you choose a screen, it actually will then, it doesn't matter what you do, it will show you that particular screen. Whereas if you choose an application only, all you will see is what is happening in that particular application. So I'm going to be choosing screen 1, and then I will click on the blue button that says Share. And now you'll notice I'm sharing my screen. You can see I have Zoom open, and I'm actually in settings. So I have gone and opened up zoom.us, clicked on my account, and from here chosen settings on the left-hand side pane. There are a couple of settings that you need to set on to make sure that the advanced features that you would like to use are available. The first of those is the chat. So just checking out what settings you have for chat and if you'd like to alter any. Now, the quickest way to get to the settings for chat is just to click on In Meeting Basic, which is in the middle of your screen. Clicking on that, the top option that comes up, you'll notice here, talks about the chat. And so you can actually prevent different chats, whether you would like people to chat to everybody or not. You have a lot of control, whether you'd like people to be able to chat one-on-one. You can also automatically save chats so that when you close out of that meeting, it will save whatever was in that chat. So that's the first part. So have a look at those and see what you would like and if you'd like to alter any. The other setting I'd like to talk about, which is the other feature, which is breakout rooms. And to do that, you go to In Meeting Advanced, and the top option there is breakout rooms. Now, by default, that is turned off, so you'll need to turn it on to be able to use it. Now, I'm going to stop the share. When you're sharing a screen, what you'll notice when you want to stop it is that there will be a green and a red little bar at either the top or the bottom of your screen. And when you place your mouse over the top of it, it will lift up or lift down and show you the remaining options in the toolbar. So from here, you could press record, or you could have another share, or you can mute yourself and all sorts of things. But in this case, all I want to do is click on the red icon in the center there that says Stop Share. And now we're back in Zoom. So let me share with you the next of these features, and that is the chat box. So going down to the taskbar at the bottom of your screen, you'll notice around the center that there is a white button that says the word chat. So if I select that, you'll see that it will open up a dialog box over on the right-hand side that allows you to chat. Now you'll see that you can chat to everybody. You can also choose to chat to particular people. And if there were more than one person in the chat, you'd be able to select those people. Now you can do that by down the bottom of the chat box, it says the word everyone, or clicking on that down arrow would allow you to select the individual people. You'll notice at the top of the screen on the right hand side, all the messages, that have been entered in that particular meeting will be displayed. Now, I actually prefer not to have it just on that side pane, but I like to have it popping out. So I always choose pop out, and then you'll see that I have a little chat which I can move around and place in different locations. So normally I would have that somewhere else on my screen, which is easy in eye width, so I can very easily see if any other chats are coming up. It also gives me more room on my monitor to be able to see the people who are actually in my meeting. Something that's really quite interesting is if you go to where it says to everyone, where you're entering your message in, there are 3 dots. So clicking on the 3 dots, it will open up and show you who you can share your message with. One of the useful features is the host only. And what that means is that the participants can only send messages to you. So it could be you're asking a question and you'd like answers and you want to just see the answers yourself. It could also be that you're asking people to ask you questions. You don't want others to see what their questions are. So it gives you a level of privacy amongst the participants in your meeting. Lastly, one of the features that I like is to merge this back into the meeting window. So rather than having the pop up all of the time, you can click at the bottom option that says merge to meeting window. You'll notice it's then over on the right hand side, and from here I can then go to the left hand side of that group chat and choose close. So that's the chat feature. Let's move on to the next feature, and that is record. So just along the bottom pane, you'll see to the right of chat there is an option that says record. Clicking on record will give you 2 options. One is to record to the computer and the other to the cloud. Now, recording to the computer, it will actually store it in a folder under your documents in a folder called Zoom. And each time you do a recording, it has the day and date of that particular recording recorded. What is actually recorded is the video, which is stored as an MP4 format, the audio, which you are able to then use in just for audio only purposes. And if you had selected that you'd like the chat saved, then you would have the chat as well. So that's the record feature. Very useful if you want to record your meetings and send it to others later, or that you need to record it just for documentation purposes. The last feature I'd like to show you is the breakout rooms. So on the bottom of your taskbar, again, over the right-hand side of record, you'll notice breakout rooms. If it is not there, then that possibly means you have not turned it on yet in your settings. So go to your settings, go to the In Meeting Advanced and turn breakout rooms on. A breakout room or breakout rooms are when you would like to break your participants up into smaller groups. It may be that you want them to work on things, to mastermind. You may have 2 teams working on particular projects that you want separated. You may have areas where you want people just to talk on one-on-one. So there's a lot of variety, a lot of reasons why you would use breakout rooms. One of the benefits of a breakout room is that anything that is done in the chat or anything that's recorded in that breakout room is not then recorded for others. As the host, you are able to pop into any of those breakout rooms and talk to the participants. They are able to ask you for help, for assistance, and you have control over who goes into which group and the amount of time that they're in there for. How does it work? Let me show you. At the bottom of the screen, I'll choose breakout rooms. And what you'll notice is a dialog box will appear. This dialog box allows you to then nominate how many people will be broken up into how many rooms. So depending on the number of people, you may choose to have 3 people in a room, or you may go the other way and actually choose a number of rooms and then split people up. One of the benefits is that the system or Zoom will actually allow you to automatically or manually choose the people that go into rooms. If you choose automatic, then that means that Zoom will automatically just randomly add people into the rooms. If you choose manually, then you would be choosing the people that go into the rooms. That's beneficial if you have something like 2 particular teams, and you would then specify the people in each team would be going into a particular room. I often will do that as well, even if I have small numbers. If I notice that similar people are being working with each other similar like a lot, I'd rather actually set them up so that people then work with different people. So it's really up to you. You have a lot of control over how many rooms you want and how many people go into each room. There is actually a maximum of 50 rooms that can be used. Now, once you click on create rooms, so you can see I have no one here except me, so it's not going to work very well. However, once you have chosen the number of people and how you would like it to be, you would then click on create rooms. From here, it will show you the rooms and you are then able to assign the people to go into those rooms. If it was manual or if it was automatic, it would actually have them displayed automatically. One thing that's beneficial is that you can then, from here, you can broadcast messages to them. You can then ask people to come back at certain times. You also can say that it was going to be only for 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes and have the system automatically control when it comes back. So there would be a message going out saying you have a minute to go or something like that. And what happens is that they will automatically come back. So if I click on breakout rooms close after, I can notify when the time is up. So meeting rooms are really, really a powerful feature, and I do hope that you utilize them. I would love to hear your comments on how you found this training and which training you like best. Which feature do you like best? Do you like all of the features? Have you found them useful in your particular circumstances? If you're watching this on YouTube, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel, as you will find lots of useful tips and tricks coming up and coming your way. Have the most amazing and abundant day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.